Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about a really famous story. I'm sure you know it. It's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Now, this isn't just a simple story for kids. Nope. It's really about a big journey, about making friends, and this is the important part, about finding out just how strong you are on the inside. So are you ready? Let's go. Okay, before we really dive in, I have a question for you. What does the word home mean? Is it just the place where you live, like a house or an apartment? Or is it something more, like a feeling? You know, feeling safe, feeling loved. This idea of home is so important in our story. It's everything our main character, Dorothy, wants. All right, let's start at the beginning. Part 1, A Girl and a Storm. We're going to meet a young girl named Dorothy. Her life is pretty normal, but a huge storm is on its way. And believe me, it's going to change everything for her. So here's Dorothy. She's just a small girl living in a place called Kansas. It's very flat and gray there. She lives with her Aunt Em and Uncle Henry, and she has a little dog named Toto. But one day, a huge storm comes, a tornado, wow! And this tornado picks up her whole house with her and Toto inside and just carries it away into the sky. And where does the house land? Well, it lands in a wonderful, colorful, magic place called Oz. And guess what? The house landed right on a bad witch, the Wicked Witch of the East. So then a good witch comes, the Good Witch of the North. She gives Dorothy the bad witch's magic silver shoes. But Dorothy is sad. She just wants to go home to Kansas. The Good Witch tells her, follow the yellow brick road. Go to the Emerald City and ask the Great Wizard of Oz for help. Okay, part 2, The Road of Friends. So Dorothy starts walking on that long yellow road. You know, a long trip is much better when you have friends, right? Well, she's about to meet 3 very special friends on her way. The first friend she meets is a Scarecrow. He's just standing in a field made of straw. Dorothy is very kind and helps him get down. The Scarecrow tells her, I'm sad because I don't have a brain. I want to be smart. So he decides to go with Dorothy to see the wizard. Maybe the wizard can give him a brain. A little later, they find someone else. It's a man made of tin, but he's all rusty and can't move. Dorothy finds an oil can and helps him. The Tin Woodman is very happy, but he's also sad. Why? Because he says, I don't have a heart. I can't feel love. So he joins them too. He wants to ask the wizard for a heart. And last, they meet a lion. He looks big and scary at first, but he's not scary at all. He's a cowardly lion. That means he's afraid of everything. He tells them, I should be brave. I'm the king of the animals, but I'm not. So he joins the group to ask the wizard for courage. So now we have 4 friends, all walking to see the wizard, all hoping for something special. Part 3, The Wizard's Big Task. So after a very long walk, they finally get there. They see the big, beautiful, green Emerald City. They're so excited to meet the wizard. But meeting the wizard isn't going to be easy. Oh no. When they meet the wizard, he looks like a giant, scary head made of fire. So scary. He listens to what they all want, but then he says, I will help you if you do something for me first. You must go and kill the Wicked Witch of the West. So they go to find this bad witch. It's very dangerous. The witch even catches them. But then Dorothy gets angry at the witch. She grabs a bucket of water and throws it on her. And you won't believe what happens. The witch just melts. She melts away like sugar and water. Poof, gone. Okay, on to part 4, The Truth About the Wizard. So they did it. The witch is gone. Now they can go back to the Emerald City and get what the wizard promised. But they are going to find a very big surprise. So they're talking to the big, scary wizard again, but then little Toto pulls away a curtain, and behind the curtain is just a normal man, a little old man. He tells them he's not a real wizard. He just uses machines and tricks to look big and scary. He has no magic at all. Can you imagine? The friends are so surprised and very, very sad. But you know what? Even though he's not magic, the man is very kind. He gives the Scarecrow a brain made of sharp pins, he gives the Tin Woodman a pretty silk heart, and he gives the lion a special drink to make him feel courage. These things aren't really magic, but because the friends believe they are magic, it works. They feel like they finally have what they wanted all along. This brings us to the most important part of the story, part 5, the power inside you. So, let's think about this. Did the Scarecrow and the others really need a wizard to give them a brain, a heart, and courage? Or did they already have those things inside them? This is the big idea of the whole book. And here's the wonderful secret of the story. Let's look back at their trip. Who always had the good ideas and plans? The Scarecrow. He already had a brain. And who was always so kind and worried about his friends? The Tin Woodman. He already had a heart. And who was brave when his friends were in danger? The lion. He already had courage. See? They had these things the whole time. The journey just helped them see it for themselves. We call this idea inner strength. That means the power you have inside yourself. It tells us that the best things, like being smart, or loving, or being brave, you can't get them from someone else. They're already inside you. You just have to find them.
But wait, what about Dorothy? How does she get home? Well, another good witch comes, Glinda, and she tells Dorothy a secret. Those silver shoes she's been wearing, they are magic. She could go home any time. All she had to do was believe it. So Dorothy says goodbye to her dear friends, clicks her heels together 3 times, and wishes to be home. And just like that, she is back in Kansas.
So, what can we learn from this amazing story? Well, a few big things. It shows us that good friends help us be our best selves. It tells us that you are smarter than you think, and you are braver than you feel. Kindness is a really big power. But the most important idea? The power is already inside you. And of course, there's no place like home. And that brings us to one last question for you. Just like Dorothy and her friends, you have wonderful things inside you too. You have a brain, you have a heart, and you have courage. Your life is your own yellow brick road. It's a journey to find all the great things you have inside. So think about it. What wonderful things are already inside you? Thanks so much for listening today.